Well, this really is quite uplifting. There is so much to raise the mood all around us. After all, this is when, in the face of anything, hope springs eternal, and the fans puff out their chests proudly. Such scenes here, a sea of team colours, songs ringing down from the stands. The tone is set for the 90 minutes ahead. And as you can see, we've already started here. It's a sharp pass. Played out towards the right wing. Guerrero cuts it out. So, Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
Yeah, N'Golo Kante. He is only one midfielder, but it often feels like he does the work of two or three. He's got exceptional awareness for danger and the stamina to make sure he can go and snuff it out over and over again if required. He's also exceptional in the tackle, and when you watch him in the latter parts of a game, 90th minute plus, he looks as if he's in the first five.
Yes, they'll certainly be leaning heavily on him. Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. Nicely weighted ball. Corner then. And we have our very first corner. Messi plays it short. And now they can spring out of defence. He's got plenty of space out wide here.
Neymar, well, he was given the time and room initially to hold on to the ball, but eventually he was squeezed that bit harder and the task became too much. I think he's got to be a little quicker in his distribution then. And
it's Neymar! There's a goal! That is glorious, as if he picked it up and put it there himself.
Yeah, and it's not a surprise to see him elect to shoot from there, considering how much movement can be generated on the ball. Great hit.
They have what they wanted, the first breakthrough.
Well, that goal has got the whole stadium rocking here. This is exactly the kind of atmosphere the players should feed off now.
Adams.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
And it's Owen. Oh, there's a probing ball. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Neymar. He has found the way through. Owen. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. And the score is 1-0. Passing is crisp and sharp. He's picked his way through. Ter Stegen will lay claim to that. Can he spark a counter here? Now it's Zico. The pressing's intense and it's paid off. The ball is loose and the chase is on. And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. Neither of these two want to come off second best. It's a sweet ball, that. Has a go! They've scored! And again, they simply do not know what has hit them.
That looks like a preconceived plan. Win the ball and then unleash.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
The turning of the screw comes to mind, Peter. They've got them where they want them.
Rafa Silva, and he's had it nicked away. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Guerrero.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
And it's Zico. Just eases him off the ball. And he cuts out the supply. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Adams. Oh, and they're quick to press here, right on top of them. Half-time coming up, and little doubt as to which of the two sides is the happier. Now it's Owen. Owen. And here's Maradona. Courtois deals with it effortlessly. And they win it back again. That is good strength. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other.
That appeared to be an inevitable outcome. Too much traffic.
Beckenbauer gets rid without sophistication. And here's Rafa Silva. Oh, that's a fine interception. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Quality deserted them when they really needed it.
And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Zico has found the net here, of course. Now they could break here. Oh, a delicate chip through. And it's half-time here. Any strong opinions on the first half?
Well, it's looking pretty straightforward, Peter. They've got themselves into a very good position, so why dither from here when they can repeat their first half success with another show of strength?
It has been a remarkable contest, decorated by goals, and two between them at half-time. So off we go once more. No reported change to either side during the break. Foot in. That's a promising run he's making on the right. And he's managed to get free. Zakaria. Where is flagged offside. Messi going face-to-face with his great rival, Rafa Silva. Guerrero. Looking for the runner. He's cut it out. Tries to dink it in. Gusto gets across to intercept that. Over to the left. Now it's Neymar. He's found a way through. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Yeah, they showed a vulnerability until the move was stifled. That'll have stirred a little concern.
Now it's Zico. Zico going full steam ahead down the left flank.
That's alert and sharp and very well played.
And it's Conte. He's played him through. Too much on it, and that's the keeper's.
L'affluenza di quest'oggi è di 29.950 spettatori.
Zakaria. Can he get it through? And that could set him on his... Neymar! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it. If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
They're trying everything to subdue him here.
Yeah, and they've got to be careful, Peter, that they don't allow their attempt to snuff out the threat now to turn into indiscipline.
And the finish!
Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
Oh, great defending, that needed doing. And now a sudden chance to counter. Quality ball. Oh, he's been caught on it here. Shapes to shoot! They are rampant! And the lead is 3! It is surely done! Oh, delicious, such devilish curl.
You know, what was notable in that, Peter, was the fact that he didn't try to blast it. He chose placement instead and delivered a peach.
3-0, and things are starting to look awfully cosy. Zakaria. Messi will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. He's tried one! And that has kept the keeper on his toes.
Okay, it's come to nothing, but it's a warning of further threat on the break.
Maradona. Maradona powering forward here. That's an excellent interception.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
Rafa Silva is offering some sort of an apology there.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Zico. Looking for the run. Oh, what a mistake! It's in!
Well, we've seen the hunger to win it back and the focus to make it count. A very tasty combination.
Time then for the first substitution of the game. So, just a consolation, or is there a way back from here? He's got away.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks. They've got to be quick moving this forward.
There's the shot! Nicely aimed pass.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
Now it's Zico. He's beaten the last man. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. That's a lovely, neat pass. He's shifting through the gears here. Beckenbauer. Not too much more here than seeing out time, and time is very nearly seen out. That pass has been well intercepted. Oh, strongly challenged there. He's had it taken off him. There's the hit! Another big chance that gets away.
They're just lacking a cutting edge, Peter, and while that's fairly obvious, the rest of their attacking play is actually quite good.
It's their second corner of the game. And he was alert to it. He's had a hit! Conte! And he hits the net! Deep into injury time! And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the... That's that, the end. Perfect result, perfect outcome. A test passed with flying colours. After all of that, Jim, what are you thinking? Well, the opening day of any competition is special for everyone. A red letter day for everybody here and those of you who have joined us for our live coverage. I hope everybody is comfortably strapped in for the ride. We're sure that this will be a feast of football, irresistible, emotional, a roller coaster for everyone involved. And this place is living up to its reputation as one of the noisiest corners of the footballing world. No decibels spared in this collective chorus.
Ecco la formazione.
Well, the greatest goal threat down below us, Peter, is Michael Owen.
Forever the boy wonder. Burst onto the world scene, of course, in such sensational style and left us with that unforgettable impression.
Yeah, and he'll forever be remembered for that, Peter, but his catch-me-if-you-can style of finishing and one-on-one duels with keepers, it became the norm.
Absolutely so, and I guess we're all expecting him to notch a goal or two here. We have already started here. And he's straight offside. Machado, Diouf. Sotoka. The pressing's intense and it's played off. Diouf in with the challenge. Interesting ball. That's been cut out, well played.
Well, it seems as if he's just had a momentary lapse and slipped into tunnel vision because he had good options around him and he failed to get his head up.
Foot in. Fulcini was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Zico going face-to-face with his great rival. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Sotoka. Lens are looking to break at pace. Well, that looks a decent ball. He's in plenty of space here. Anything, Jim, to pick out of these early exchanges?
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now, still trying to have a good look at one another.
Medina gets it clear. Xavi. Now it's Owen. Neymar. There's the shot! No change to the score. 0-0 it remains.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
And reclaimed it in a trice. And it's Xavi. Looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it. Machado. And Diouf. Danso. Sotoka. Neymar. Owen. Goal!
Well, there's always a chance of being caught like that when you surrender the football.
So the first goal of the game.
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the #1 contender, and he's done it again.
Sotoka. Maradona. Wriggles his way through. Now this could be a chance. Yeah, he's fouled him there. Well, you might think he got off lightly. It is just a verbal warning.
Well, I think the alternative was to stand there and do nothing while he tried to score, and obviously he's not going to allow that, Peter, is he?
Looking to widen the gap even further here. Neymar. Neymar! It is a fantastic goal! A finish right from the top draw! And again, they simply do not know what has hit them. That was beautiful. Something close to genius.
Well, he made it look effortless. Clearly a training ground perfectionist.
So that's 2 now without reply.
Well, it's been an absolutely fabulous spell for them, and they're starting to look unstoppable. There could be more on the way.
And that's aimed into the middle. Owen proving dependable as ever. Another terrific day at the office for him.
Well, having that sort of player in your side is reassuring because the rest of the team knows he can...
It's Neymar! They are rampant! Hot knife through butter. They have done it again. That is glorious, as if he picked it up and put it there himself.
You know, what was notable in that, Peter, was the fact that he didn't try to blast it. He chose placement instead and delivered a peach.
A case now of complete control.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
It's a pretty loose pass. Sotoka providing an outlet on that flank. Great hit! And for sure, that was not one of his best.
Lovely control. He made it stick with an excellent touch.
No, he's not getting past him there. He's found a way past. And that's a throw-in. And that's definitely not his best. And it's lofted through here. Out for a throw. Medina. Thomason. And Medina. And Danso. It's a really well-measured ball. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Oh, that's fabulous. Shot a goal! They've scored! And look at his joy! Is this not why we love the game? It was a great finish. He put it away with great poise, dead-eye accuracy.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
And there was his third, and boy, he looks the business, doesn't he just?
And the frightening thing is, Peter, this isn't even a surprise. He thrives in these situations.
Things looking so easy, almost too easy here. That's a nicely measured pass. He's picked his way through, and the flag has stayed down. And they've got rid. And the first half is done. Well, what a half. For one, pretty much ideal. For the other, utterly dreadful. And we're only halfway through.
Yeah, I think the first half performance that showed attack being the best form of defence. If they're in the face of the opposition that much, then there's little they can do in return, and I'm not sure how long they can keep the intensity and the tempo up, but it certainly paid off so far.
And hostilities have resumed at the start of the second half. He's got away. Is there any support? He might not need it. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest.
Footballing width usually identifies with running room, and we've just seen a prime example.
Tries to get it clear. Oh, it's come loose. Some excellent tackling here, and that one a perfect example. Clips it so gently. That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. Sotoka. And he's being shifted off it. Thomason. He's having a go! Oh, impressive strike.
Yeah, but the two that closed them down merit the praise of a job well done.
Messi, Machado, and Fulgini spread out to the left. And Diouf, he is through here. Machado, good read, needed to be. Can he spark a counter here? And he's managed to get free. That's really well manoeuvred. He can get that clear. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Diouf. And they've got a throw. Oh, easy pickings there. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. Looking for the runner. He has found the way through. And the keeper's in command. So what can they make of this? Now it's Owen. And he cuts out the supply. Fulgini. Well, nicely intercepted. And he steps in, and that's the end of that. Sotoka. Distributed tidily. Neymar being hounded, manhandled at times.
Oh, look, Peter, this has been a textbook illustration of how not to defend, and finally they've decided to single him out.
No, he wasn't going to be fooled. And now the breakaway. Now it's Owen. Thomason. Oh, that's ambitious. Challenge just a bit on the firm side. More and more pressure on the ball here. And the pass is intercepted. And it's Messi. He's found a way through. Messi! Oh, glorious! That is a special one. He's got himself an absolute peach. And it adds further to a heavily one-sided scoreline. This is getting punishing.
Well, it's a goal fest, and the fact it's so one-sided now is getting scary.
It's become a case of men against boys.
Attenzione alla sostituzione.
It's Zico!
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Sostituzione di giocatori. Neymar.
And we have our very first corner.
Sostituito con il Griezmann.
Deftly away. Lens are looking to go forward now. Chavez. No way through there. Now there's a fine ball.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Griezmann. He's shifting through the gears here. On! And it's in! They are getting horribly bullied, and it seems there is plenty more to come.
It's a mass exodus now. Certain sections of the stadium are leaving in droves, and you can't blame them. Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down, but they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here.
And it's Messi. Oh, that's fabulous. And Messi! It's in! How many? Just how many? The gulf in class is vast.
Look, all they want to hear right now is the final whistle. They've been humiliated.
And there's going to be another. And that will be it. Well, that was a tale of two very different teams. One driven, ruthless, prolific. The other quite the opposite. played, well played. And the counter is on. Messi, chance to finish. Oh, the ball's come loose here. Oh, he's been caught napping. Oh, he's certainly caught him there. It's a free kick.
Well, they're struggling to cope with a pacey dribble because they've not been at it as a team. I think the collective pressure needs to be better all around.
Well, this may not be the kindest angle for a direct hit. And there's not much doubt that this will be played into the penalty area. Botman gets it away. And here's Maradona. It's Maradona! Lacking in accuracy. Tonali for Joelinton. Nicely spread. Can he get it through? And here's Neymar. Xavi. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Now who's going to be first to this? That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it. Now it's Zico. Played out to the right.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Works it forward. And smartly reclaimed. Now it's Owen. And the shot!
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Can he spark a counter here? Joelinton. Another pass. Bruno Guimaraes! Oh, he's really drilled it.
Look, they don't come much better in terms of ball striking. It deserved a better result than that.
And he's found a way past. And the finish! Surely now they are well and truly out of sight. And surely that settles it. Perfect placement, the one place the keeper couldn't reach.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to...
He's been taken down and the referee has pointed at the spot. And that really is the last thing they wanted to do. Fantastic save, Ter Stegen. He can't put it away.
A cool head was needed there, and we got anything but.
Gordon goes short. He's shifting through the gears here. And that's played in low. He can get that clear. And now a sudden chance to counter. Zico. Oh, they can break here. He has found the way through. Joelinton. Livramento. It's a really well-measured ball. Adams does well to get it back. Zico. And it's Neymar. And it's Zico. Quality ball.
There will be 3
pretty
minutes
loose pass.
at a time.
Messi is fouled. And that is a routine catch.
Messi will have to accept some flack for that. Was anyone really expecting it?
Let's head it upfield. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. And they can counter here. He's a sharp little ball here. He's picked his way. It's Zico! That's a good ball out wide. And we hit half-time. Well, this certainly hasn't gone the way most of us in the ground had expected in advance. Granted, it is very pleasant if you're on the right side of it all.
This looks well and truly sewn up already, Peter, but please feel free to forget what I've just said if there's a spectacular turnaround.
Really has been an astonishing game, peppered with goals. You cannot help feeling that the second half will supply more. And hostilities have resumed at the start of the second half. Swung over into the middle. And they're back on the ball again.
Such good technique. They've got to make this nice and quick.
Strong running down that left flank.
Pretty robust defending.
Joelinton. Chance for the header! Xavi gets it clear. Murphy picks it up out wide. Beckenbauer is there and he can get that clear. Murphy. Beckenbauer can get it clear.
Well, that's the first attempt, Peter, we've seen at one of those raking passes just to spread the play.
And here's Gordon.
Yeah, that's top defending and preventing him turning, which can open up many possibilities.
And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Oh, perfectly measured that. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
You know, it was an intervention that had to be made. Serious trouble lay in store.
Costa Curta cuts out the pass. So what can they make of this?
950.
That has been cut short. Hall. Oh, easy pickings there. Now that looks a decent ball. Maradona. Has a go! Botman gets rid without sophistication. Tonali. Isak.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Oh, that's fabulous. Zico! They've scored! Comfort, yet more comfort, easing away. And that really is so impressive.
Well, from the moment he got involved, he looked as if he'd go all the way. Terrific.
After 67
2 goals on the
minutes,
day, and he may
number
not yet
10,
be done.
Zico! Substitution
It's
on the
become a
field.
case of men against boys.
Number 23.
And he's
Jacob
managed to get
Murphy.
free.
Coming on
That's
the
a
field
decent clearance.
is Number 24.
He's coming under serious pressure here.
Yeah, they're certainly getting much tighter to him now. At least the message was received.
And the shot! And it's in! And it adds further to a heavily one-sided scoreline. This is getting punishing.
Well, I think we've reached the point when even damage limitations is no longer an option.
After 71 minutes is
Things
number
looking
7.
so easy, almost too easy here.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down. But they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here.
Joelinton. Isak. Now Livramento. He ran himself into trouble there. Free kick given away.
Substitution on the field. Number 10, Gordon. Coming on the field is number 11,
Tonali.
Barnes.
And here's Barnes. He's Barnes! He's scored! The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
Oh, that's wonderful to see. The run was explosive, the finish exquisite.
And when the manager called on him, he was only too happy to repay that fate.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
They're still trying to make a game of this. Almiron. And here's Isak. Almiron. Oh, important interception. Botman. Now it's Barnes. Looking for the run. Gets his pass away. Now it's Owen. He is through here. Hits one! Oh, he's kept it out. That's a great save.
Well, we were anticipating this. They're very much set up for the counter-attack, and I don't see it changing anytime soon.
Defending of the desperate variety. Messi. Big chance! What a save from Dubravka! Has a shot! And he seemed certain to get the sixth.
Substitutions taking place.
A moment to try and place the cherry on the cake.
And it's been taken short. There's the hit! Oh, denied at the last. Almiron. Interesting ball. Messi. Saviola. Linton. Nicely aimed pass. Linton has created one goal already. Barnes. He's got away. Barnes with the
There will be
cross.
5 minutes
Smashing
added
header.
time.
And that has faded wide. Maradona running with the ball. Oh, good-looking ball. He's shifting through the... It's Neymar! Keeper always had the measure of that. Just seeing the board now, it's going to be 5 extra minutes. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Bruno Guimaraes, deftly done.
Almiron really added the width there thanks to his willingness to...
And time is up. So a real showpiece win. This lot was simply far too clever for their opponents, and despite their best endeavours.
I've been searching for all time.
Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. So Manchester welcomes yet another grand fixture, all present here at one of English football's grandest shrines. And that gets things running. Vinicius Junior. Vinicius Junior. That is a great pick out. It's Schneider! Now, who's going to be first to this? And again! And we have our very first corner. And that has been knocked clear. And it's Deco. He's having a go! That was superb goalkeeping!
Deco really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
So, Jim, tell me this, who are you looking for in particular here?
Well, this fella, Maignan, we all remember him, Peter, from his stint in his native France. That time he took an unfancied side to the title against all the odds. I think he had 21 clean sheets that year, which is over half the games, and proof that goalkeepers can make a real difference.
Yes, they'll certainly be leaning heavily on him. That has ended up in no man's land. Can he put it away? Goal, Milan!
Milan clearly executed that with considerable confidence. It only took seconds to score once the ball was recovered.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Schneider. Loose ball now, and there's a chase. Sane! And it's in! And once more we are all square. You score, we score.
Well, if ever you want to see a lesson in responding to a deficit, that's it. Their heads didn't drop, and now their chins are up.
A truly wonderful strike, decorated with dip and curl.
You know, I'm not going to be hard on the goalkeeper because that moved all over the place on its journey.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, I think the players will be buoyed by the fact that they've managed...
He's going for goal! Oh, just lacked a decent finish.
Another example of how comfortable this team is on the break.
Hernandez. Still very early doors, but it is a closely contested affair. And it's Calabria. Forwards and with intent. Pulisic proves just a little bit too strong. Chiao. And Tomori. Musa. Pulisic.
Such good technique.
Oh, that's fabulous. Musa. And the pass is intercepted. He's found the way through. Decent hit! Goal, Milan! Into the lead once more. That's wonderfully done. Crisp hit, true finish.
Ah, you've got to love that. Concentration, conviction, contact, and sheer class.
And he's done it again. He's got his second. So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Rafael Leao. And he's looking to catch him up. Genuine physical edge about this game. It is quite attritional. Goes in for the header. Well, now it's a race for the ball. So what can they make of this? Hernandez. Reinders. Morata. Oh, he's been... Can he finish? Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Reinders goes short. And now a sudden chance to counter. Great defending, strong and determined. Rafael Leao going full tilt down the left. Out of play for a throw. Reinders tries to dink it in. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Milan clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted. They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
He's got away. Fiddles it through. Brilliantly cut out. Now, shapes to shoot! It's a goal! They've done it again! It is incredible!
Well, this is just incredible. I mean, who would have seen this? Neither manager, I think. It's all happening.
The invitation was clear, and it was accepted with the utmost glee.
Well, to his credit, he managed to ghost into space to finish things off, but the failure to spot him was ghastly defence.
This is quite a battle.
Oh, look, Peter, I was on the fence before a ball was kicked, and I still haven't moved.
And here's Pulisic. Deco. That's a good run down the left. Schneider.
There will be 3 minutes added time.
Deep into stoppage time. And here's the chance to counter. Costa Curta. Reinders. Pulisic. And that is going to be the final action of the first half. And it has been a pretty crazy game so far. The game played out in extraordinary fashion, and the scoreline underlines that. No, well, the pickings certainly have been rich in this first half. Quite a half. More of the same, please. Score at the interval, 2-2. And if you have just joined us, well, we've just begun the second period here. No changes at half-time that we're aware of. Sané. Oh, such a clever touch. And it's Deco. Sané. Sané! He scored!
Well, it's hardly a great surprise to see him doing something thrilling, and it should send a strength and courage through every one of his teammates from here.
And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
He weighed up the landscape, Peter, and he stuck it bang in the corner.
And yes, it's him again. Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
Yeah, for me, this team seems to find it easier to attack than defend, but now they're going to need to dig in at the back a bit.
And here's Vinicius Junior. Good play on the left-hand side here. It's Schneider! It's in! And there's the goal they've been looking for. Oh, delicious, such devilish curl.
You know what was notable in that, Peter, was the fact that he didn't try to blast it. He chose placement instead and delivered a
Coming on
peach.
to replace him is Griezmann.
So the lead now is 2.
No doubt as to who has the momentum here now. The only doubt is how many is coming.
Moved on forwards. They get a throw in. But there's going to be another change here. Endrick being applauded off here, having made a sizable contribution.
Look, you can only give your all, and he's delivered in that regard, and I think the manager has probably just spotted now a little tiredness creeping in, and, you know, if that's the case, then, you know, he's doing the right thing.
The attendance for this
Sané
match was
under intense pressure.
Well, this defence now knows that they have to reduce his movement because they've allowed him to run free.
Adams. Beckenbauer. And Dixon. And he's managed to get free. Schneider. He ran himself into trouble there. Free kick given away.
Substitution.
Well, the referee has made it pretty clear now that this is his last chance.
He just needs to find the control button on his aggression before the ref does it for him, Peter.
It's their second corner of the game. Terrific header! Decent enough try.
Griezmann did give it a fair old crack, and he'll be encouraged to step up again.
Fofana. Hernandez. Can he get it through? Rafael Leao picks it up out wide. It's a pretty loose pass. That's tidy. In with the challenge. Costa Curta.
Ah, welcome to modern football. You get hounded by everyone.
Well, that pass isn't the best. And back to the goalkeeper. Tomori and Thiaw. Rafael Leao. Milan looking to pass their way through. Okafor! They want to be quick to recover this. Oh, he's been caught napping. Calabria heads it! Oh, not this time, but a lot of applause for the thought.
That definitely had the element of surprise to it. Clearly came in when no one was expecting it, and it was drilled.
Number 20, Deco. Coming on the field, number 10,
And he
Zico.
was quick to react.
Bellingham. Substitution in progress.
Calabria. Almost 75 minutes on the clock now. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Chance! And more, and more, and more! And look at his joy! Is this not why we love the game? A mere formality, nigh on a certainty. He is truly in the zone.
Well, how's that for composure, Peter? You can see the keeper tried to put as much pressure on him by staying upright.
Well, that's pretty clear. It is a foul. And no surprise, that's a booking. Crossed in again, and a header! That's a decent clearance. He slid in, there's the shot! Great football, shot and save.
Oh, look, I don't want to sound too dismissive, but from here, that looked the harder thing to do.
Up for a header! Decent attempt, but not quite good enough. Throw it. Nicely weighted ball. And he's on his way! Griezmann. Real chance! That's going to go a long way. Hernandez. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. And it's Griezmann. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. That has been slung wide. He is through here. Beckenbauer stands tall and stands strong. That's really well manoeuvred. Hernandez has created one goal already. Rafael Leao thinks one through. Big header! And he's straight offside.
6 added minutes has been indicated.
Tomori. Calabria. Okafor. And there's his chance to lead the counter. And it's Zico. Owen. Owen running with the ball. That's a foul, no two ways about it. And he's going to have his name taken.
Well, what goes through a player's head at times like that is a mystery to me.
Tomori. Loftus-Cheek. Now there, he's had a shot! He's scored! It could be a lifeline! 2 more needed!
What a...
So that's it. It is all... What a terrific response it was to adversity. What a fantastic game from those players. Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. So the orchestra tunes, the patrons take their seats. The curtain is about to rise at the Theatre of Dreams once more. And already we're underway here. Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
Yeah, Jorginho. The kind of player that can pass a team to death. At first, a lot of his passes seem a little safe and conservative, but they all serve a bigger purpose, slowly shifting the opposition from side to side. Once there is that little bit of space to work in, then the killer instinct usually kicks in, and he's able to deliver that decisive pass.
Yeah, I'm inclined to agree. Crossed in once more. Oh, and one more try!
Arsenal would very much seem to be growing their confidence here. You can feel it.
Oh, easy pickings there. Ranieri. Out towards the flank.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
He's got away. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Let's a look and place it forward. No foul, says the referee. Now it's Trossard. Oh, that's fabulous. He's got the shot away! And that is certainly not what he had in mind.
Okay, it's come to nothing, but it's a warning of further threat on the break.
He stands tall, impenetrable. Forwards and with intent. Gabriel Jesus! Goal! Arsenal! Arsenal take the lead.
Yeah, I'd call that transition with bite. They won it back and bit hard.
Arsenal have broken through. It's 1-0.
Well, I guess this ought to make things interesting, Peter. No doubt the opposition will now be forced to play a more open and riskier game.
Rice. Waneri.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
He's chosen to go back.
Just too much pressure. Had to go that way. They've certainly set out to cause a problem or two down that left flank. Look, it's the width that's providing this momentum, and they look set to further exploit. Well, the defence have two choices. Deal with the man or deal with the space.
In once more. And now they can spring out of defence. Rodri. Oh, he's been caught napping. Vinicius Junior. Rice. Waneri. For Rice. Merino. And he's made sure that's not getting through. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Look, the game is full of ifs and buts. If only the pass could...
And Sané! And he hits the net! They are right back in business!
Well, that's something that'll make the manager proud, because they dug in deep then and they've got their leveller.
Perfect placement, the one place the keeper couldn't reach.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
There's the hit! And it's in! And the comeback is complete!
Well, there's always a chance of being caught like that when you surrender the football.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
Well, it's been an absolutely fabulous spell for them, and they're starting to look unstoppable. There could be more on the way.
Saviola, Vinicius Junior. Arsenal are looking to break at pace. Looking for the runner. Merino. Mikel Merino gets flagged offside. Half-time coming up, and little doubt as to which of the two sides is the happier. Merino. And Gabriel. Saliba. Trossard. Merino. Fiddles it through. He's had a hit!
That, Peter, is wonderful reading of the game. Perfect positioning. Well played.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
And that's a superb pass. Oh, it's come loose. And once more, he proves rigid and robust. He's had a shot! It's in! And once more, we are all square. You score, we... And the first 45 minutes are up. And it has been a pretty crazy game so far. The game played out in extraordinary fashion, and the scoreline underlines that. It is quite a game, breathless and laced with excitement. Terrific half, 4 goals split evenly, beautifully set up for the second period to follow. And if you have just joined us, well, we've just begun the second period here. So both teams emerge the same as they were before the break. Saliba, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Oh, that was vital. Nicely spread. No, that's been intercepted. Jorginho opts for safety. And Gabriel. Saliba. And that's really well manoeuvred. He's a sharp little ball here. Oh, he's going to be pulled back for that one. There could be trouble here. But for now, the referee is keeping his cards in his pocket.
Well, I think the alternative was to stand there and do nothing while he tried to score. And obviously, he's not going to allow that, Peter, is he? Yeah, that's such a good position too.
So time for change. And this one has been on the cards for a little while.
Well, this could be a bit of a nightmare scenario for the defence, as you're going to be facing a very willing runner now.
Neymar! And he's gone looking for safety. Delivers across. Partey with the clearance.
Yeah, it looks like a change of approach, and it may just freshen things up.
Well, that looks a decent ball. He's in space and looking for options. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Beckenbauer, not the most accurate pass.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Rice, he steps in, and that's the end of that.
The attendance
Works it
for this
forward.
match was
Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
So there's going to be another change here.
Well, I think he'll undoubtedly add more movement and fluidity in the final third with his passing range.
Now it's Sané. Sané will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Jorginho. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Guarneri. Back into the middle. And that is out and behind. It's a good block.
Substitution for Arsenal. Number 33.
So, time for changes on
Coming on
both
the
sides,
field
actually.
is number 17, Zinchenko. Substitutions taking place.
And now a sudden chance to counter. Threads one in. Sané.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
No way through, so back it comes. Gabriel Jesus. Rice. Nicely aimed pass. He's onside. Oh, it's great defensive work. It doesn't take too much imagination to guess what would have happened otherwise.
Well, I think it's good he took the opportunity to run at that back line. I'm sure it won't deter him either.
Now it's Sané. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Dixon. And it's Schneider. Saviola, 2 assists to his credit already. Has a go! Oh, taken with style! And they've got their lead back.
That looks like a preconceived plan. Win the ball and then unleash.
Substitution for Arsenal. Number
And when the manager
9,
called on him, he was only too happy to repay that fate.
Number 53,
That's just as the manager would have seen it. An impact sub.
Number 29, Kai Havertz.
So we have a breakthrough.
Number 7,
Now how will things develop from here?
Yeah, it's been their hard work that has got him this lead, but I just wonder whether they can keep it up. This may take a toll now.
Merino. The fullback is in acres of space here.
Arsenal really are showing all the necessary urgency, but it's potency they need.
And here's Saviola. They want to be quick to recover this. Arsenal can breathe again, just.
Well, that tackle was immense, and so was the relief. The great escape.
Beckenbauer wins the duel this time. Zinchenko. And here's Trossard.
I think we're about to see a frenetic finish, and no half measures from here.
Merino. Trossard. Beckenbauer did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Zinchenko. Rice. And here's Havertz. And he's... Havertz! Oh, that is beyond special! A worldie and a half! He's got
Added
himself
minute has been
an
indicated.
absolute peach. Dying minutes, and we're all square again. Just and the shot. Now that is commitment to the cause.
Yeah, and the jostling for position has begun. There's hardly any breathing space in that box.
And it's Davis. Chance! Keeper's not concerned by that.
Well, they shouldn't be dawdling at this stage. They need to get the ball in the mixer, and quickly.
Now it's Trossard, bumps him off it and wins back the ball. That's that, the end. What a game, a contest of ferocity and marvellous talent. Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. The scenery unmistakable, the atmosphere unbeatable, the noise irrepressible. Old Trafford again delivers. We have already started here. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. And it's Neymar. Aims beyond the defence. Oh, it's come loose. Yep, it's a corner. And we have our very first corner. Goretzka attempts a clearance. Bayern Munich have the chance to go the other way. Davis goes on a charge down the left. The defence opting here for strength in numbers. He shifted it to the flank. Now it's Neymar. He's shifting through the gears here. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through.
That appeared to be an inevitable outcome. Too much traffic.
It's Snyder! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Snyder is offering a wry smile there.
Corner number 2 then. And that should get the job done. And the volley. Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
No goals as yet. Olise. No, that's been intercepted. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
There's the shot! Great build-up. It all deserved a better ending.
Endrick deserves a lot of credit for his willingness to make those runs. The passers will always have an option with him.
Kimmich. Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
Yeah, Thomas Muller. He's just got something a little bit different, Peter, in that he always finds some space and times his runs to perfection. He's not exactly known for the spectacular, but he certainly knows where the goal is, and he's a proper striker in the sense that he doesn't mind how scruffy things get, as long as the ball crosses the line. He's a great worker.
Well, quite no argument from me on that one. And that's going right the way across.
Yeah, this kind of bold running will always get you into areas of possibility.
There could be trouble here, but for now the referee is keeping his cards in his pocket. Beckenbauer clears it away. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. And it's Snyder. Oh, it's a sweet ball, that. Sané. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Davis going full tilt down the left. Davis does really well to win the ball there. Kim Min-jae. It's Kimmich. Muller.
And again, they're pressing effectively.
Lima. Muller. Picks up Kane! Goal! Bayern Munich! And Bayern Munich take the lead!
Look, that was a technical interaction of great football. That has gone down a treat.
Bayern Munich have penetrated for the first time.
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the #1 contender, and he's done it again.
It's a really well-measured ball. Now it's Snyder. Now it's Neymar.
Okay, being behind at the break isn't ideal, but there's plenty of time to reply.
Sané. That's tidy. Sané will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. The referee's awarded a free kick.
Yeah, well, they were exposed and vulnerable, and he knew he had to do something to prevent a goal then.
So, power or guile, what's it going to be? So, third corner of the game. And it's been taken short. No way through, so back it comes. Now that's well seen too. Well, they've got it back in a hurry. Kimmich. Well, this man's contribution is, as you would expect, proving terrific.
Well, not only can a player of such high calibre show the imagination to set up a goal, but he can also produce when the pressure's on to deliver a big moment. This guy was born to create.
It's a good run down the left-hand side. Oh, that's a very decent ball now. Sane gets flagged offside. And there's the end of the first half. Well, it's a half which has simmered along nicely, warming up to what may be a more open second half to follow.
It's a dressing room that needs rousing at half-time because, in truth, they've not really been at it so far. If the pep talk works, we may see a very different side second half. We need to.
Everyone, please welcome our players. Substitution on the field. Sane. Coming on to replace him.
That's the start of another 45 minutes.
Messi.
Well, I think in these circumstances, it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
Dyer. Kimmich. And Kim Min-jae. Dyer. It's Kimmich. Olise. He's looking to set free a runner. Adams. More and more pressure on the ball here. Kane. Goretzka. Olise. Schneider. Now it's Neymar. And it's Schneider. Kimmich proves too strong. Schneider cuts a frustrated figure right now. He just cannot get away.
They're just trying to negate his influence, and it looks like whatever it takes.
Still chasing the game, trailing by one. Oh, good-looking ball. Olise has a look inside the box. Looking for options for movement. He's picked his way through.
That's good play from him.
Tries a shot! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Hendrick actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Corner number 4 coming up here. Bayern Munich are looking to go forward now. Davis.
The attendance for this match was 70,987.
Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Well, the less said about that pass, the better. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, there'll be no accusations of a lack of effort. They're giving as good as they get when it comes to chances.
Kimmich. Leimer. Müller. For Olise.
Look, it's a run defence's dislike, but the timing has to be spot on.
Nicely spread.
This is the time you need that pace.
Messi running with the ball. chance! And he hits the net. They have grabbed themselves an equaliser.
Well, it certainly livened things up a bit, and that next goal now is absolutely crucial. Yeah, the pass was bang on, and he just had to ensure he didn't stray offside. The finish was actually bang on too.
67 minutes is number
That has
16.
certainly made things interesting.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter, when you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing. The outcome should all come down to finishing.
That's a shade optimistic. Could move up a gear here. Musiala. Sane. And he's been shifted off it. That's a nicely weighted pass. Messi providing an outlet on that flank. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Oh, he's gifted it to the... And the shot! It's in! And he's got what he came for, his 20th goal. Not so much sophistication as doggedness and sheer bloody-mindedness.
That's really good anticipation too, Peter. Just instinctively knew where the ball would be and where he needed to put himself.
After 76 minutes.
So we have a
is
breakthrough.
number
Now how will
16.
things develop from here?
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
Number 10, Zico.
Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down.
It's Zico! What a hit! What a hit! A rocket and some! About as smooth as it gets! And surely that does it! Perfect time! Decisive strike!
79 minutes is
You know,
Number
you just
10.
know there is no stopping that.
Oh, the contact was fantastic. Right on the bootlaces, and it packed a lot of venom for what was a really potent strike.
Zico. Substitution.
And very quickly, the
Number
substitute
16.
made his mark.
Coming on the
That's
field
just as the
is
manager would have seen
number
it, an
7,
impact sub.
Owen.
So the lead now is 2.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
Koeman. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Well, that tackle was immense, and so was the relief. The great escape. That's just playing it safe and simple.
Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Ah, he made it look a bit predictable.
Messi! Short changes him with that pass. That's a sharp pass. Well, that's clear cut. It's a free kick. Lima.
There will be 3 minutes added time.
Yeah, he's pulled him up for that challenge. Gnabry. Works it forward. Now it's Messi. Oh, that's fabulous. And here comes the corner.
Substitution on the field.
They're up to
Alphonso
5 corners
Davies.
now.
Coming on
They've
to
played it
replace
short.
him is
An
number
instinctive
5.
delivery. That's a decent clearance. That's at the end. What a terrific response it was to adversity. What a fantastic game from those players. What unity, what joy. That was so very, very good. Thoughts on what we've just seen?
Well, I have to say, I'm thoroughly impressed with what we've
I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement.
Everything I do so instinctive and so passionate. Every word I move so descriptive like an adjective. I got a vendetta against people who patented being negative when you should be getting after it. I got facts over tracks, this and that. Spitting slow, spitting fast. I could roast, I could gas. Think I'm okay at last, but I don't know if that can erase all the past. And the pettiness, a reflection of the emptiness. Hilarious, you think you're worth my time, you're delirious. Mysterious, because you hide behind a fake exterior. Inferior, you know I'll always be a bit superior. Get off of me, this ain't no humble brag. I want you to hear words, you can say them back. I want you to feel free from the chains at last, and to believe in what you got, it was built to last, yeah. Now that I've been put through hell, I never got anyone's help.
Well, hello and welcome for the first time this season to everybody around the world, and we have for you a clash of two teams with very similar intentions. A statement win at the expense of the other would be the ideal scenario for both. A flying start is certainly required, and few venues rise to an occasion quite like this one. It is, of course, the world-famous Old Trafford. And as you can see, we've already started here. Engages and forces him off the ball. Owen! Showing good feet. And Owen! And he has kicked it out somehow.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Manchester United with the corner. They're first. Manchester United have the chance to go the other way. It's a lovely, neat pass. Dembele. Dembele's delivered. He's got tall. He will be livid with himself. Now it's Rashford. Now who's going to be first to this? Shaw. Rashford looking to get on the end of this. Oh, well played. He needed to get that right. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Ericsson.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Can he finish? Oh, he's done it! They willed it, and it happened! It is a good finish. The odds were against him. Little matter.
Well, he had to deal with an awful lot of unwanted attention, but his tenacity...
Is simple. Every team, of course, is striving to make the latter stages. That's where they all want to be. No doubt these two harbour very similar ambitions. A good show here, absolutely crucial. Red is the colour, the only colour. We bring you this game, of course, from Old Trafford, Manchester. As you can see, we've already started here. That pass isn't the best. Bruno Fernandes is offering some sort of an apology there.
Ah, he made it look a bit predictable.
Well, they could break here. Ahmad. He's got away. He's got the shot away! Oh, that is rather wayward.
Well, we were anticipating this. They're very much set up for the counter-attack, and I don't see it changing anytime soon.
Now it's Owen. Now it's Bruno Fernandes. Oh, he's bust Bruno Fernandes! And the volley. And for sure, that was not one of his best.
Yeah, on another occasion, all that went wrong may come right.
Oh, good spread. Oh, he's found support out wide. In with a header! Oh, he's won it! The goal to end it all!
Yeah, I'd call that transition with bite. They won it back and bit hard.
Please be made aware that smoking is only permitted
And
in
there
designated...
you...